नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम। औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। Inshallah, through this video, we will be learning the word-for-word English translation of verses 106 to 113 of Surah An-Nisa. Verse number 106. Wastaghfirillah, and seek forgiveness of Allah. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, kana, is. Ghafuran. Ghafuran means oft forgiving. Rahima, most merciful. Let's revise this verse. Wastaghfirillah, and seek forgiveness of Allah. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, kana, is. Ghafuran, oft forgiving. Rahima, most merciful. Next verse. Wala, and not. Tujadil, you argue. Jidal, from the word jidal, argue. An, for. Alladina, those who. Yakhtanuna means deceive. Anfusahum, themselves. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, la, not. Yuhibbu, loves. Man, who. Kana, is. Khawanan means treacherous. Athima, sinful. Let's revise verse number 107. Wala, and not. Tujadil, argue. An, for. Alladina, those who. Yakhtanuna, deceive. Anfusahum, themselves. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, la, not. Yuhibbu, loves. Man, who. Kana, is. Khawanan, treacherous. Athima, sinful. Next verse. Yastakhfuna, meaning they seek to hide. From kufiya. Yastakhfuna, they seek to hide. Min, from. Annas, the people. Wala, and not. Yastakhfuna, they hide. So wala yastakhfuna means and they cannot hide, but they cannot hide. Min Allah, from Allah. Wahuwa, and he. Ma'ahum, with them. Id, when. Yubayyituna, plan by night. Ma, what. La yarda, he does not approve, he does not like. Min, of. Al-qawl, the word. Wa kana Allahu, and Allah is. Bima, of what. Ya'maluna, they do. Mukhita, all encompassing. Let's revise this verse. Yastakhfuna, they seek to hide. Min, from. Annas, the people. Wala yastakhfuna, but they cannot hide. Min Allah, from Allah. Wahuwa, and he. Ma'ahum, is with them. Id, when. Yubayyituna, they plan or plot by night. Ma, what. La yarda, he does not approve. Min al-qawl, of the word. Wa kana Allahu, and Allah is. Bima, of what. Ya'maluna, they do. Muhita, all encompassing. Next verse. Ha antum, here you are. Ha ulai, these who. Jadaltum, you argue. Anhum, for them. Fi, in. Al hayat, the life. Ad dunya, the world. Faman, but who. Yujadilullah, will argue with Allah. Anhum, for them. Yawma, day. Al-Qiyamah, the resurrection. Or man, who. Yakunu, will be. Alayhim, for them. Wakila, defender. Let's revise 109. Ha antum, here you are. Ha ulai, these who. Jadaltum, you argue. Anhum, for them. Fi, in. Al hayatid dunya, the life of the world. Faman, but who. Yujadil, will argue. Allah, with Allah. Anhum, for them. Yawm al-Qiyamah, on the day of resurrection. Or man, who. Yakunu, will be. Alayhim, for them. Wakila, a defender. Next verse. Faman, and whoever. Ya'mal, does. Su'an, evil, أو or يظلم, wrongs نفسه. Nafsahu means his self or himself. Thumma, then, yastaghfirillah, seeks forgiveness from Allah. Yajidillah, he will find Allah. Ghafuran, oft forgiving. Rahima, most merciful. Let's revise. Waman, and whoever. Ya'amal, does. Su'an, evil. Aw, or. Yadlim, wrongs. Nafsahu, his soul or himself. Thumma, then. Yastaghfirillah, seeks forgiveness of Allah. Yajidillah, he will find Allah. Ghafuran, oft forgiving. Rahima, most merciful. Next verse. Waman, and whoever. Yaksib, kasaba is earn. Earns ithman, sin. Fa innama, then only. Yaksibuhu, he earns it, because of the who. He earns it. Ala, against. Nafsihi, himself. Wakan Allahu, and Allah is aliman, all knowing. Hakima, all wise. Let's revise verse number 111. Waman, and whoever. Yaksib, earns. Ithman, sin. Fa innama, then only. Yaksibuhu, he earns it. Ala, against. Nafsihi, himself. Wakan Allahu, and Allah is aliman, all knowing. Hakima, all wise. Next verse. Waman, and whoever. Yaksib, earns. Khati'atan. Khati'atan means a fault. Khata, from khata in Urdu. Aw, or. Ithman, a sin. Thumma, then. Yarmi, throws. Bihi, it. Bari'an. Bari'an means an innocent. Faqad, then surely. Ihtamala, he burdened. Buhtanan, a slander. Wa ithman, and a sin. Mubina, manifest. Let's revise this verse. Waman, and whoever. Yaksib, earns. Khati'atan, a fault. Aw, or. Ithman, a sin. Thumma, then. Yarmi, throws. Bihi, it. Bari'an, on an innocent. Faqad, then surely. Ihtamala, he has burdened himself. Buhtanan, a slander. Wa ithman, and a sin. Mubina, manifest. Next verse. Balawla, and if not. Fadlullah, the grace of Allah or the bounty of Allah. Alayka, upon you. Wa rahmatuhu, and his mercy. Lahammad, surely resolved. Ta'ifatun, a group. Minhum, of them. An, to. Yudilluka, mislead you. Wama, but not. Yudilluna, they mislead. Illa, except. Anfusahum, themselves. Wama, and not. Yadurrunaka, they will harm you. Min shay'in, anything. Wa anzalallah, and Allah has sent down. Alayka, to you. Al-kitab, the book. Wal hikmah, and the wisdom. Wa allamaka, and taught you. Ma, what. Lam takun, you did not. Lam takun, you did not. Ta'alam, no. Wakana, and is fadlullahi, the grace of Allah. Alayka, upon you. Azima, great. Let's revise this verse. Walawla, and if not. Fadlullahi, the grace of Allah. alayka upon you, wa rahmatuhu and his mercy, lahammat surely had resolved, ta'ifatun a group, minhum of them, unto yudilluka mislead you. Wama but not yudilluna they mislead illa except anfusahum themselves. Wama and not yadurrunaka they will harm you min shay'in anything. Wa anzalallahu and Allah has sent down alayka to you al-kitab the book wal hikmah and the wisdom. Wa allamaka and taught you ma what lam takun you did not ta'lam know. Wa kana and is fadlullahi the grace of Allah alayka upon you azima great. Let's revise verses 106 to 113 of Surah An-Nisa. Wastaghfirillah and seek forgiveness of Allah. Inna Allah indeed Allah kana is ghafuran of forgiving, rahima most merciful. Wala and do not tujadil argue an about alladina those who yakhtanuna they deceive anfusahum themselves. Inna Allah indeed Allah la not yuhibbu loves man who kana is khawanan treacherous athima sinful. Yastaghfuna they seek to hide min from annas the people. Wala and not yastaghfuna they can hide min Allah from Allah. Wahuwa and he ma'ahum with them id when yubayyituna they plot by night. Ma what la not yarda he approves min of al-qawl the word. Wa kana Allahu and Allah is bima of what ya'maluna they do muhita all encompassing. Ha antum here you are, ha ulai these who jadaltum argue anhum for them fi in al hayatid dunya the life of the world. Faman but who yujadil will argue Allah with Allah anhum for them yawm al qiyamah on the day of resurrection. Or man who yakunu will be alayhim for them wakila defender. Waman and whoever yamal does su'an evil or yadlim wrongs nafsahu his soul himself thumma then yastaghfirillah seeks forgiveness from Allah yajidillaha he will find Allah ghafuran oft forgiving rahima most merciful. Waman and whoever yaksib earns ithman sin fa innama then only yaksibuhu he earns it ala against nafsihi himself. Wa kana Allahu and Allah is aliman all knowing hakima all wise. Waman and whoever yaksib earns khati'atan fault or ithman sin thumma then yarmi throws bihi it bariyan on an innocent faqad then surely ihtamala he burdened buhtanan a slander wa ithman and a sin mubina manifest. Walaula and if not fadlullahi the grace of Allah alayka upon you wa rahmatuhu and his mercy lahammat surely resolved ta'ifatun a group minhum of them unto yudilluka mislead you. Wama and not yudilluna they mislead illa except anfusahum themselves. Wama and not yadurrunaka they will harm you min shay'in anything. Wa anzalallahu and Allah has sent down alayka upon you al-kitab the book والحكمة and the wisdom, وعلمك and taught you, ما what لم تكن did not, تعلم you know. وكان and is, فضلullahi grace of Allah, alayka upon you, adima great. Let's end the session with the dua. Rabbi zidni ilma. My Lord, increase me in knowledge. Ameen.